Top 7 Survival Tricks Ancient Humans Used That We Forgot. Your ancestors survived ice ages, predators that could eat them whole, famines, floods, temperatures that would kill most people today. Without Google, without hospitals, without a single delivery app. And they didn't just survive, they thrived. Here are 7 things they knew that we completely forgot. Number 7. They slept in 2 shifts. 8 straight hours of sleep is not natural. For most of human history, people slept in 2 chunks. First, sleep at sunset. Wake up naturally around midnight. Stay up for an hour. Then, second sleep until dawn. Historians found diary entries and court records all describing this like it was normal. Because it was. That midnight hour was used for prayer, thinking, tending the fire. The single 8-hour block only became standard after artificial lighting arrived. Your body still remembers the old schedule. That random 3 a.m. wake-up you blame on anxiety might just be your ancient alarm clock doing its job. Number 6. They used plants as medicine with terrifying precision. Not randomly chewing plants and hoping. Specific pharmaceutical knowledge built over thousands of years. Willow bark for pain, the same compound we now call aspirin. Moldy bread on wounds, the same principle as penicillin. They didn't know the chemistry, but they knew what worked. And they passed it down with a precision modern science spent decades trying to verify. We didn't discover medicine, we rediscovered it. Number 5. They could read landscapes like a map. Modern humans get lost in a forest with a fully charged phone. Ancient humans navigated thousands of miles with no instruments. Polynesian navigators crossed the Pacific using stars, ocean swells, bird flight patterns, and cloud formations. Australian Aboriginal peoples embedded entire maps into songs, travel routes, waterhole locations, seasonal food sources, all in melody. So the information could be memorized and passed down perfectly. These weren't just songs, they were hard drives. Number 4. They managed fire in ways we still don't fully understand. Indigenous Australians practiced deliberate landscape burning for at least 50,000 years. Not carelessness, precision. Small controlled burns prevented massive uncontrolled ones, cleared undergrowth, encouraged plant growth, herded animals toward hunting grounds. When settlers stopped the burning, the landscapes started dying. Because the ecosystem had been managed by human hands for so long, it depended on it. Nature and human activity were never opposites. For most of history, they were partners. Number 3. They built community as survival strategy. Solo survival was basically a death sentence. Hunter-gatherer groups ran on radical interdependence. Hunters shared meat not out of kindness, but as insurance. Give your surplus today, your neighbor feeds you when your hunt fails next week. Elderly members who couldn't hunt were protected because they held knowledge. Medical, navigational, seasonal, historical. The oldest person in the group was the most valuable person in the group. Memory was infrastructure. Number 2. They used fermentation as food technology. Your sourdough phase during the pandemic was adorable. Ancient humans had been doing it for at least 14,000 years. No refrigeration, no lab, just time, temperature, and microbes. Fermented foods lasted months instead of days, more nutritious than the raw ingredients, neutralized toxins in foods that would otherwise be inedible. Food engineering, figured out thousands of years before anyone knew what bacteria was. Number 1. They paid attention. A San Bushman tracker could look at a patch of grass and tell you how many animals walked through it, what species, how long ago, whether they were healthy, and where they went. Not magic, trained observation, passed down through generations. Which plants bloom before rain? Which animal behavior signals a storm? Which sound in a forest means something changed? We now live in the most information-rich environment in human history, and most of us have never been less attentive to our surroundings. We outsourced our awareness to devices, which work great, right up until they don't. 7 tricks. Not magic, not luck, just knowledge built up over hundreds of thousands of years.